Peace and blessings. It's your girl Elishaba. I just want to do a quick video because I just got off this really good Periscope with China Brooks. Hey China. And we were talking about some things. Somebody asked a question about is happiness or love or joy, one of those words, was it more powerful than hate? And the answer to that question is love, joy, and all that good stuff is not more powerful than hate. There's one specific thing that I hear people say all the time, and it's that you should stay on a high frequency. You should have high vibes. And I understand what they mean when they say that. They're meaning that you should always stay in a good mood, you should be happy, you should do joyful things that make you feel good. But if you want to really understand how things work, it's better if you use the more scientific, I guess you would say, and specific terms to explain what you're talking about. And the reason why I say that is because if you do that, it can help you avoid being controlled by other people's energy, because that was kind of what we were talking about in the scope. And that's, holding your own energy, not being affected by the radio waves and different energies of other people and stuff like that, and having your vibration in train with that person's vibration. And entrainment means that that things, when they come near each other and you are a vibration or energetic being, when you come into contact with someone, they want to match. That the energy is always trying to be the same. Things want to match and link up, okay? And vibrate at the same frequency, okay? Now, two people could be in a room. Amplitude is, the difference between amplitude and frequency is that amplitude is how much energy is in whatever system. So if you're happy, if you're only a little happy, or there's not a lot of strength to your happiness, your will and amplitude are the same thing, okay? If your will and your focus and your intention to be happy is not stronger than someone else's will, focus, and intention of being angry, you will become angry each and every time. Why? Because you didn't fortify your happiness. So happiness is not stronger. It has nothing to do with it being a good emotion or a bad emotion or a negative or a positive. It just has to do with it is an energy, and whoever holds fast to their intention, their will, their amplitude, that's the person that's going to dominate, because the highest amplitude wins. And that's one of the things that people say that isn't accurate technically. The highest frequency does not win. Frequency just means how often a wave goes by, okay? You can have higher frequencies, which are, like if you look at the chakra system, the crown chakra, its frequency, it comes by more frequently than the lower chakras, which bigger waves, and they come by less frequently. If you hit a point, if you designated a point, how often do these waves come past that point? Okay, that's not good or bad, because your root chakra is not bad. Your sacral chakra and your sexual desires and things are not bad compared to your crown chakra, which unites you with your higher self or your third eye. They're not good or bad. They just are. They're just energies. So the highest amplitude wins. And if you look up the word amplitude, you're going to get a really scientific definition. I'm going to make it simple by giving you one of the root words of amplitude, which is ample or amplify. You'll understand this because everybody gets this. Amplitude, like I said, if you look up the definition, you're going to get a scientific definition. You're going to be like, huh? Unless you study physics or something, you probably won't understand that definition. But if you know what amplify means, and I got the definition pulled up, it means to increase the strength of an electric signal. To make something louder by increasing the strength of the electric signals To give more information about something, the speaker, okay, in a complete way. Forget that definition. So to increase the strength of, to make something louder by increasing the strength of the electric signals. So you have electric signals that are coming forth from you all the time, okay? The strength of your electric signal needs to be stronger than theirs. I don't care if theirs is good, bad, or indifferent. Yours needs to be stronger if you want to remain in your vibration. Also, ample, we all know what ample means. Ample means if someone says someone has an ample bosom, they have a lot of bosom, okay? So there's a lot of it. So you want a lot of energy within your energy field. You want a lot of energy with that's exuding from you, and you want your frequency, but whether it's your third eye, whether it's your crown, whether it's your root, whatever, your overall auric field needs to be stronger than the next person's in order for you not to be affected by theirs. I don't care, if you're angry and everybody else is happy around you, you're not going to be happy if you're hell-bent on being mad, period. There's nothing they can do to make you happy, because your amplitude, the amount of energy, the electric signal you're putting off is stronger than their happiness. The whole freaking world could be happy. That would probably be pretty hard for you to resist that, but if everybody in the world was happy and your will and your hell-bentedness on being unhappy is stronger, that electrical frequency is more potent and more powerful than their happiness, you win. You'll stay upset, and if yours is stronger than everybody else's in the world, then guess what? You would override theirs, and they would entrain with your unhappiness. Like I said, it's probably unlikely because there's a lot of people in the world. One person, you'd have to be really, really powerful to override everybody else's happiness. But, so that's, I hope that explains what the difference between amplitude and frequency. Having a high frequency is not, many times not a good thing. You don't always want to have a high frequency, meaning, a wave that comes by at a certain amount. And if you don't understand that, just Google the chakras and different frequencies. Most people who have studied chakras they know that the red chakra, the lower chakra, the root chakra, the waves are further apart. So it's called a low frequency. It's just a position. It's not good or bad. It's a position, okay? And it has its own energy, and it has its own basis. It's the foundation for you. You need your root chakra. You need your sacral chakra. You need your solar plexus. None of them are more important than the other. That's the point that I want to make. And that's why you won't hear me say, keep your frequency high. Stay on high vibes. What does that mean? We're totally forgetting about amplitude, which is a physics term. And if you look up physics, like I said, it'll give you a scientific definition. If you really study it, of course you understand, because y'all are smart people. So, but at first glance, even I was looking at it like, hold on, let me think about this. What is that talking about? So, yeah. Amplitude is key. Amplitude equals will. Amplitude equals your steadfastness, okay? So if you have the will, the intent, the desire, and the strength to stay happy, you will. And then your auric field will overtake anyone else's who's unhappy. As long as your electric signal is stronger than theirs. So that's why you have to be careful about who you hang around, and what books you read, and what music you listen to, and just what websites you go to, what kind of friends you got on Facebook, all those different things. Because if they're constantly sending you signals of negativity, or what the word I prefer is signals of things you don't want, or you don't desire, that don't work for you, then eventually it will overtake your positivity or the things that you do want. because that's how energy works. The more times you hear stuff that you don't want to hear and you're inundated with it, eventually it's going to overtake you, and that's going to be your energetic field now. Okay? I do hope I explained that clearly. If not, leave me a message in the comments and I will try again. But just watch the video. I think I explained it. Look up the definitions, get familiar with it. I'm going to do more videos about chakras, but because we had that nice conversation on Periscope, I just wanted to clarify and hopefully shed more light on that. I just prefer to use the word amplitude because it's more specific, and it'll explain to you why you don't need to, if you don't want to be in a fear-based mindset, if you don't want to be in a mindset of poverty, then you don't need to be listening to people who talk about that shit, because eventually that's what your frequency is. That's the frequency of the energy you're going to have, because you've heard it so many times. That makes the strength of it more powerful. It enters your energetic field, and now you are poverty mindset, fearful, hateful, sad, lonely, because that's all it keeps attacking you and inundating you with that energy. So if you want certain things, surround yourself with those things that match what the frequency or the energy. Frequency, could you say it's energy, the type of experience you want, and then that's what your auric field, your energetic field is going to exude, because you've put that into your subconscious mind, and now those seeds have been planted, and then that's what's going to come forth from you. Do the opposite, and you'll end up thinking what everyone else is thinking, because it happened over time. So many times you've heard this negativity. So let me stop talking before I get off on another tangent. So thanks for watching. Comment if you have any questions. Subscribe to my channel. Please support me. Peace.